Welcome to H2K Infosys. H2K Infosys is a e-verify business based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. We provide 100% job-oriented, instructor-led, face-to-face, true live online software training programs. It also includes access to Cloud Test Lab with software tools. We provide live project for you to work on. We also provide assistance with mock interviews, resume preparation and review, and job placement assistance. H2K Infosys is trusted by so many students across the world. H2K Infosys provides world-class services in IT training with real-time project work for corporates and individuals, special IT training for MS students in the United States, software design, development, QA manual and automation, performance testing and maintenance, IT staff augmentation, job placement assistance, and tech support.
Take another example. Let us create one class. The class name is shape, and after that we want to create two subclasses. The first one is rectangle class and the next one is square class. Square class. So these classes, they are subclasses of shape class, because our shape class will be going to define all the properties like length, breadth. So length and breadth, they are common with respect to rectangle or square. Let us assume as of now. And we have declared these properties at the top level. And after that, we have defined one more method, which is calculate area. Calculate area method, which will be going to inherited by all our subclasses. And after that, they'll be going to provide the overridden version for the formula calculation. Rectangle, it will be length into breadth. As of now, for square also assume in the same way. Trapezoid or any other kind of stuff, it will be, the formula will be different for calculating the area. Let us go and write this particular representation in our Java code. As of now, I'm not declaring any private variables, but you guys change the code later and declare them as private variables and provide constructors. Now declare two classes. The first one is class rectangle, which overrides the definition of shape class. Calculate area method. Just copy and paste. And here I will provide area calculation. Long area value equal to length into breadth. We need to extend rectangle class with the shape class. Let us change the signature also. We want to return the value. Now in the same way, write one more class, which is square. I'm just going to copy the code. Extends shape class. Now write one test client. Public static void main, and then create two objects by using superclass reference. New rectangle, shape.calculate area. In the same way, I'm using the same reference because I have already done the work with respect to rectangle class, so no need for me to create one more reference variable. Now if you call the method, if you execute this file, by using dynamic method dispatching, it can easily pass the definition, or it can easily pass the control area calculation at rectangular class, area calculation at square class. Anyway, we are not providing any data. Change the values 10, 20. Okay, now it has worked fine. So here you can see that by using shape reference, you are able to call the calculate area method at two different levels. First time you are able to call at the rectangle level. Now you are able to call at the square level by using dynamic method dispatching, and we already know about this kind of scenario. But what about the shape class? Let us say new shape class, and the client is trying to call shape dot calculate area method. The shape here, what we have done, we have created an object for our shape class, and we are trying to call the calculate area method, which is available at the shape level. But at shape level, we don't have any definition. We don't have any proper definition available for calculate area method. That's true, because we need to understand what kind of box or what kind of shape that we are expecting. Either it can be rectangle or square, circle, trapezoid, or any other kind of stuff. Ultimately, you should specify that you want to create an object for your child class, but not for superclass. Here, there is no point in creating an object for shape class at all. The reason for that is we can define a formula by looking at the shape itself. We need to understand whether it is referring to any of the child classes, and then only we can resolve the call to calculate area method, and we can provide a certain formula for calculating the area. But currently, what happened here in shape client, the client was trying to create an object, and he's trying to call the calculate area method, which is not defined properly. When you have such type of scenario, like when it is not possible for us to provide the definition of a method, then we'll go for a special type, which is abstract class. Abstract class or abstract method, you can say. Whenever you don't have the complete definition of your method, that means, see, during the first phase, Whenever the project has started during the first phase, you won't be able to get all the requirements. You will get only some requirement, like you are supposed to perform the area operation. After some time only, or after 1 month or 2 months, then only you will get the information like you'll be going to create a square object or rectangle object or circle object or any other kind of stuff. But during the startup, you need to provide a prototype, or you need to provide a basic requirement representation, and that was with respect to your abstract class. Whenever you don't have, or whenever the method is not capable of providing the definition, then we'll declare those methods as abstract methods. Abstract methods, they don't contain any definition. So if they don't contain any definition, what exactly it will contain? Abstract method will be declared, and it needs to be extended by, it needs to be implemented by the child classes. So declaration, normally what is the format for declaration? Public void calculate area, which consists of certain parameters, which is an optional one, and after that you will end up with a semicolon, which means you are not going to provide any definition for the method, but you need to inform to the compiler that this is an abstract method, because it was not able to provide the definition here, and it has to be implemented by the child classes. For that purpose, Java had defined a keyword called abstract, and you should add abstract to the method declaration. Whenever you say abstract method, means it's not required for you to provide any definition, and it is the responsibility of child class. Whoever will be going to implement, whoever will be going to extend the superclass, they are supposed to implement this method. Yeah, kind of. Next, you can have any number of abstract methods in your class. You can pass the parameters, no issues. Let us say we have declared about public void calculate area. Let us declare one more method, abstract void print dimensions long A, long B. So this is also an abstract method. You can declare any number of abstract methods. Once you have declared abstract method, no, we shouldn't, Adil. There is no point to have abstract variable. Once you have declared abstract method, it was supposed to be implemented by the child class, and the implemented classes, they are called as concrete classes. So they have currently two names. The first one is subclass, and you can also call them as concrete class. The next thing is, whenever you have declared abstract methods, that means you are specifying to the compiler or runtime that I'm not going to provide the definition for this method, and it was supposed to be taken care by the child classes. At the same time, you are not supposed to provide any access to create objects for the same class. See, you have declared shape object now. Let us say you have declared an abstract method, just like this, abstract void, public void calculate area. So this is the method that you have specified that you are not able to provide the definition. And once after that, you are trying to create an object for that, and you are trying to call shape dot calculate area. Do we have the definition available for calculate area method with respect to shape class? No, we don't have now when we have declared with respect to abstract. So that means calling an abstract method, it is not at all useful, because ultimately the purpose of calling a method is to perform some operation, and currently the method was already specified, as already informed that it was not able to provide any definition for that. So that means you are not supposed to create any object for a class which contains abstract methods. See, there is no point in creating an object for a class which contains abstract methods, because if you allow to create methods, if you allow to create an object, that means you are allowing to call the methods, which is not supposed to. So whenever a class contains abstract methods, you should declare the class also as abstract class. Abstract class means it's not possible for us to create any objects. So whenever you have declared a class as abstract class, Java doesn't allow you to create any object by using that class. So when you try to create shape equal to new shape, Java will say that this is an abstract class and you can't create any object for that. But you still refer by using superclass, and you can point to subclass object. Reference variable, there won't be any issues. You can still create a reference variable, but all that you can't do is creating an object of abstract class. And here abstract, by using abstract keyword itself, you are able to restrict that one. And inform them to not to call the calculate area method based on shape class object. You should enforce the client to not to create an object of abstract class or the shape class. So currently, no, there won't be any issues. Currently what we have mentioned that this is an abstract method and I can't provide any definition for that. So how we'll specify? We'll use abstract keyword. Currently you have mentioned that this is an abstract method, and whenever a class consists of one or more abstract methods, then you should specify that the class is also an abstract class. Then only it will be allowed. It will be going to allow by JVM. If you have specified the method as abstract, and if you didn't specify the class as abstract, then Java will be going to throw a compilation error. So currently you can see that I have specified this as an abstract class, and you can see that I'm getting errors in shape client. What it is telling, cannot instantiate the type shape. So that means we are able to restrict the client to not to create an object of shape class. So the second enforcement is whenever a child class or whenever a concrete class is extending the shape class, it was supposed to provide the definition for all the abstract methods. Currently I'm removing the definition from rectangle class. What it is telling? The type rectangle must implement the inherited abstract method shape.calculateArea, which means this guy, the rectangle class, this guy was supposed to provide the definition for an abstract method. If he didn't, the only way he can avoid, let us declare one more method here. Abstract public void print dimensions. So currently this guy hasn't provided definition for that. You can see that here he is getting some error. He can avoid the rectangle class. He can avoid errors by specifying that I am also abstract, which means I am also not able to provide the definition for all the abstract methods. Here you can see that he was able to provide the definition for one method and he couldn't able to provide the definition for print dimensions method. So how he can inform the compiler that I am not able to provide the definition for print dimensions method? Only thing is you can also mention the rectangle class as abstract class, which means this guy also not able to provide the definition, and whoever is extending this class. So the first concrete class, how we can say that that is a concrete class? If at all, if it was able to provide the definition for all abstract methods. So the first concrete class in the hierarchy was supposed to provide the definition for all the abstract methods. Then only it will call as a concrete class. If at all, if the class was not able to provide the definition, then you should specify that I'm also not able to provide the definition, and the class should be declared as abstract. So currently with respect to shape client, you can see that it is enforcing me to not to create an object of shape class, and it is asking me to create an object of subclass only. And the second thing is calculate area method. It was not defined at shape class level, and ultimately it will be going to enforced by our compiler to provide a definition at each and every concrete class level, that is our subclass level. So now also you can see that you are able to get the same output, but you are able to resolve both the issues. Yeah, abstract class can also contain concrete methods. Concrete methods in the sense, see here with respect to rectangle class, previously we have specified that this is a abstract class because it was not able to provide the definition for print dimensions method. But it was still able to provide the definition for calculate area method. An abstract class, it can contain abstract methods as well as normal instance methods. There is no restriction on that. The only restriction is whenever you have a method which is declared as abstract, then you should declare the class also as abstract. That is the only requirement. The keyword final is applied at all the levels. So currently we have seen that abstract keyword, it can only applicable to method level or class level. We won't use abstract keyword with respect to variables because there is no point in declaring the variable as abstract. Its only purpose is to have the data to be assigned to that. The next thing is final keyword. Final keyword can be applied at three levels. The first one is variable level, next one is method level, and the next one is class level. Final at the variable level is used to declare constants. To declare constants. Let us write one class file, constants. So I am declaring three variables, public, or else leave this one, long order number equal to or new order equal to 1, long change order equal to 2. Long delete order equal to 3. As you can see in any module we need some constant values. So which means the value won't be changed during the lifetime of our application. Even some values, some database values, we can use the config values, or just like you can see, new order is pointed to value 1, change order pointed to value 2, delete order pointed to value 3. So instead of asking the client to pass the new order, change order, and delete order, you can ask the client to pass the values as 1, 2, 3. You can ask the client to pass 1, and you can map it to new order, and you can process it as new order. And you can ask the client to pass it as a 2, which means you will be able to understand that this is a change order, and you can process the whole change order process. So these values, it won't be changed during the lifetime, and you should inform the same to the compiler by using a keyword called final. When you say final, which means the value once initialized, it won't be possible to change. Public void change data. So let us say new order equal to 20. Here you can see that it is specifying that the final field cannot be assigned. See, normal variables you can assign and change the data at any time. But a final variable, which means the constant value, it is the constant throughout your application. You can change the value of a final variable during the application process, just like the change data method. As you can see, the final values, they won't change during the lifetime. So that means it's not required for us to create an instance variable for each and every final variable. You can directly declare them as static variable and specify that the final variables are related to the class level instead of object level. Because object level means normally we want the data to be available with respect to an instance. But these final variables, they are available as a constant values, which means the value can be changed during its lifetime once declared. And you can see that here, once you have once you have declared, with respect to one method, we have already verified that we can change the value of the final variable. Just give me 5 minutes, Adil. I'll complete final method and class, and you can take the break. I'm accessing within the same class, Vijay. Within the same class means I can access any property, right? Vijay?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm confused.
So now you are able to get it? Within the same class, shape class, length, breadth you have declared, you are able to access them directly in your rectangle class.
Okay.
These are instance variables. So here, these are also, previously these are instance variables, and now they are static variables. Even they are static variables within the class, you can directly access them.
Yeah, that we don't need the instance. The moment is an instance variable, I got confused. It needs an instance of the object.
But that is outside the class, but not within the class.
Okay.
That's how we are accessing until now, right?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I got confused. Yeah. Thanks. Can I ask a relevant question?
Yeah, one question. Let me finish off these two, and we'll take a break, and at that time you can ask. Okay? Yeah, final at method level. Final at method level. Let us say you have declared a method called print dimensions at superclass level. Print dimensions at superclass level. And you already know that print dimensions method has provided the full definition. At superclass level or at our box class level, go back to our box class. Print dimensions. Currently this is, make it as instance method. So currently the print dimensions method, let us assume that it has provided the full definition, and we don't want any subclass to override this method and enhance the functionality.
So many of our students have given testimonials on how our training programs are. You will find them on kudzu.com and on our website H2KInfosys.com. On our website H2KInfosys.com, you will also find more detailed information on who we are, the courses that we offer, what each course covers. Also, if you're interested in a demo program, please register on our homepage on the left-hand side. Just give us more information about yourself and we will send you a link for a demo class. The demo class is absolutely free. Experience our commitment by just attending an orientation workshop at no cost. Our team of faculty and advisors are here to guide you with the right information. If you still have more questions, please feel free to call us. Call us at 770-777-1269. This is a United States number. If you're calling from the UK, call us at 020-337-17615. You can also email us at training@h2kinfosys.com or h2kinfosys@gmail.com. Thank you for watching our videos. We wish you a great career in information technology.